Hey folks, how you doing? Susie Meadows here. Welcome. It is Monday, July 29th. I'm going to check on my iPad that I am in the right spot. It's always a good thing to do. Yes, it looks like I am. Good. Okay. Excellent. Last time I tried to check on my iPad and I didn't have any luck. So it looks like I am in the right spot, which is wonderful. Hey, this is going to be it's going to be a fairly quick project. It has a few steps, but it's still going to be pretty quick. And I'm going to be using some of the new goodies, some of the online exclusives. We used them Thursday in class, and folks really liked. In fact, this was one of the cards that they liked. I'm going to do a little bit different variation there. But the first thing I need to do is to get you over to my workspace. So I'm going to get up close and personal to do that. Okay. Here we go. In the right spot. Get you put in here. Make sure I've got you in the right spot. It looks like, yes, good. Okay, like I said, online exclusives. This is what we are going to use. And we're going to use a few other things. I'm mostly going to use these two stamp sets. And I have my different, well, first of all, we're going to prep for that, I've got my cards here. We're going to use Very Vanilla and Old Olive. And first, we are going to run this through the embossing machine. I'm moving stuff over to get ready to do that here. So let me bring this guy over. Okay. And I don't know how much you will see, but I'm going to use the Fern embossing folder. I think it will give us a great background on this card. So I'm going to run it through. It's a 3D, so I'm just going to run this through here. And I know I'm shaking you, but it's okay. Shaking your world just a little bit. And I'll show you what I've got here. Okay. This is what it comes out looking like. But we're going to snazz that up just a little bit more. I'm going to get some scrap paper here because I'm going to get inky. I'm going to use the Old Olive ink here and open it up. And I'm going to put ink on this. Just like that. And like this. And you see how that you can see more? It really, to me, brings out, it really defines that embossing folder. So we're going to let that dry just a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and do some stamping. Okay. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and bring this down here so you can see. If you got any questions, you can get a hold of me at craftingwithsusie.stampinup.net. And I'll put that right here. There we go. See if that can hold it. Okie doke. We are going to stamp off just a little bit. So I'm going to use, I mentioned the two stamp sets. Greetings of the Season. I'm going to use this sentiment here. And then I'm going to use here, the Golden Greenery, the pine branches. So I'm going to use pecan pie and ink this up. Good. And I want my sentiment right there. Okay, close that ink up. We're done with the pecan pie. Now we're going to, I've got two different leaf branches. This one is fuller than the other. So I'm going to ink it up. And I think I'm going to go there. I'll do some more ink here. And there. That is good. Now we're going to add some definition. You know, oops. Yes, we're going to add some definition here with Mossy Meadow. And this really just, well, it's easier to see once I stamp. You'll see what I'm referring to. You see how that is darker, and it just really defines what we have here. And I just love doing this. Now I want the inside of the card. So I have my ink, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll do this backwards. I'm going to do one right there. And then I'm going to use the lighter and go over it. So there we go. We have that branch. And then I also want to be able, I'm going to do my envelope. So the thing is, I got to keep things right. Here's the dark. Here's the light. So I think we'll go like that. And there. I think that's good. Doke. And then let's define it now with the Mossy Meadow. So see, we are actually just about done with this card. We're about ready to put it together. So here we go. I have a friend that says no naked envelopes. Close these up here. So we'll get the envelope out of the way. I've got two other projects I want to show you. So here's the front of our card. And here is where we embossed it, and then we put ink on it to add color. So, and I added a lot. I'm putting extra glue on it because I added ink, and so this panel needs a little extra adhesive to make sure it stays down. There we go. So now we're ready to put that right on here. And I'm going to use some dimensionals to do that. So this is a little bit different variation of the card that we made in class. But I'm going to show you a really, the easiest card, and then a middle, and just taking a few more tools. And then this one that takes several tools. But it looks easy and it looks elegant. And actually, you're seeing it is actually pretty easy to do. And I'm going to put that there. Okay, now I'm going to enhance it a little bit. I'm going to add some, these are the metallic enamel effects. And this is going to make it look like pine, I think. I've not tried this color, but I wanted to see what this looked like by putting... Make you think of maybe some pines. Pine cones, that's the word I'm looking for. So it might and it might not. We'll see. So we're going to go here. And what if I do a little bit extra in some of these? Now this does take a little bit of time to dry, but that's okay. I'm just going to set it here to the side. And make sure my cats don't walk over it. There we go. And when you first put this on, I don't know if you can see, but it's a little bit raised, but gravity is going to bring it down and it's going to solidify. So let me show you one of the other cards. So this is the one that we made. But let's scooch this up just a little bit here. Get stuff out of the way. So that's the card we made. And here's actually the card we made in class. Very elegant. You know, we stamped the pine and the sentiment and put a little bit of old olive as a backdrop there. So that was a simple but elegant card. And another way of doing this one is I did this earlier. I used a little bit of cherry cobbler and added Merry Christmas, a layer of cherry cobbler. But everything else is the same. I just added a little bit of cherry cobbler there and when I tried to do this card earlier, I actually used Pebbled Path for the sentiment and the pine cones. And it's not bad, but I was curious what the pecan pie would look like. So which one is your favorite? Do you like the pecan pie, this one? Or do you prefer the Pebbled Path? I like them both. I think I'd like to get either one of them. But anyway, so here are the cards. Like I said, we did this in class, and this one we just did. You saw how quick and easy it was. I just also want to mention that July, we are finishing up bonus days. For every $50 you spend in my online store, you get a $5 coupon that you get to spend in August, which is cool. And the next class is August 12th. And that is going to be in Thorntown, the public library there. The Lebanon Library is under construction. So we're going to go to Thorntown for the next couple months. So, but you can find all my events here on my site, craftingwithsusie.stampinup.net. And this is the host code in case you're interested in purchasing anything. If not, that's okay. I appreciate you watching the video. And let me know what you like. Let me know which of these you like. And also, if you're watching the replay, I'll be saving this over on YouTube. Let me know which of these you like the best. So, hey, thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye-bye.